NFL scouting combine gets underway tomorrow. We'll be there tomorrow and Wednesday. What are you looking for? What do you want to? What do you think comes out of this? What do you want to hear? What do you want to see?
Well, this is twofold. I mean, obviously, this is where basically the juicy tea starts to drop, so to speak. A player like John Johnson III, we're all going to be sitting around waiting, most likely, from that tweet from Mary Kay Cabot. The Browns have let teams know that John Johnson III may be available via trade. I think we're going to start to, you hear the rumblings of what prospective contracts and money wants will be out there for the defensive tackles that are going to hit free agency. Obviously, all the Browns and all Browns fans are certainly have a market like that and have their eyes on that. Once we get to, the kids themselves, I mean, Thursday is, your defensive line day. You have defensive line, you have linebackers going that day. Browns, obviously, with some interest all over the place there. The next day, we go with the secondary players. Again, that is a room. If you do move on from John Johnson III, the Browns are going to have some interest in. We know how much the Cleveland Browns love their defensive backs. It's one position they never feel they have too many of. So we get to see those guys on Friday. Then you get to the wide receivers and the tight ends on Saturday. You get to the running backs and the offensive linemen on Sunday. And it's just starting to see, things that match up here, because what we know from the Cleveland Browns is they like a really solid recipe of, where age factors in. They want the kids hopefully to be as young as possible. They want them to hit athletic testing marks. They want them to have had production at the schools they're coming from. The Browns like a nice, basically, conglomerate for these guys to hit all these boxes as they start to assemble the board. And, you get some anomalies. We get some weird things. A guy like Jordan Davis last year who blazed that 40 time that he did. There's the tight end from Georgia, 6'7", 270. They're talking he may crack 4.7 in the 40. You get guys who are going to back out of it, whether it's due to injury or they just don't feel it's the best position for them to go in there and have the most success. And then you get guys where they're injured, dinged up. A guy, quarterback from Georgia, obviously, from Alabama, not looking to participate this week. Everybody, the question on him is weight, so to speak. So I'm assuming the young man is shoveling as much food as possible as he can to go in there and make sure he clears that 205 mark, which, seems to be a huge thing for scouts. It's always one of my more favorite weeks of the NFL. And for me, it's the true kickoff to the NFL offseason.